if you want to become a seven-figure business owner, then pay attention. I'm going to show you the 7 steps that I follow each time I launch a business. And maybe these steps will work for you, maybe they won't. They have worked for me not once, not twice, but multiple times. So if you're interested in unpacking a proven strategy to get your business to 7 figures with these 7 steps, then pay attention. All right, my friends. So today's video, the 7 steps to building a 7-figure business and getting it launched appropriately. Step 1, you have to have a product or service that delivers value, and you have to have what we call proof of concept. So if you've ever watched Shark Tank, you know, you've got Mark Cuban there, you got Mr. Wonderful, Kevin O'Leary. Anyway, Daymond John has really coined this concept called proof of concept. If your business, product, or service has proof of concept, that means people are buying it, that means there's demand for it in the market, and that means you are solving a problem that the marketplace has. And so if you're not solving a problem, if you don't have proof of concept, you don't start the business. The ultimate proof of concept is sales, money coming into your bank account, and you're making more than you're spending and being profitable. That's the ultimate proof of concept. So step 1, have the proof of concept that your product or service is working. I can't tell you how important that is. Next, you need to have an actual business plan for how you're going to launch this business, right? How are you actually going to launch the business and get it going? Well, there's a few things you're going to have to do. You're going to have a marketing plan. You're going to have a plan for how you're going to hire a team. There are other things you're going to need to do, right? So you've got to have proof of concept. You've got to have a business plan. And yes, you must have a website. And inside of all that, you have to register your business with the state. You have to get your tax ID from the IRS. And so these are all important parts of getting your business launched. The next thing you're going to have to do is, depending on your business, there's going to be permits and licenses. If you're trying to open up a restaurant and you want to have a bar because alcohol sales are going to be super important to making you profitable, well, you're going to have a liquor license in order to offer alcoholic beverages at your restaurant, right? So there are all these different permits and things you're going to need depending on the state you're in. If you're in a blue state, then you're probably going to have some extra licenses and regulations. If you're in a red state, you probably have less. These are all important things and factors that you're going to have your ducks in a row to get the business going. And then next, you're going to need to open a business banking account, right? You can't be in business if you don't have a business bank account, a way for money to come in and for you to be able to pay expenses. As you open that bank account, you're going to want a business debit card so that you can pay for expenses, and hopefully as soon as possible you can get a business credit card, which we help a lot of business owners with that. Hopefully it has a 0% interest rate, and hopefully you're going to earn cashback rewards for all your business expenses, because you earn 0 rewards using a business debit card, but you earn many cashback rewards and bonuses using a business cashback credit card. So that's the next thing you're going to want to do. You're going to want to have a merchant processing account to accept payment. Probably add a PayPal account. I want to have as many ways as possible for my customer or client to pay me. Next, I kind of alluded to a little bit, you're going to need financing. I don't care how much money you have. When you start a new business, there's a few things that are always true. Number 1, it always takes longer than you anticipate to get the damn business launched. It's always more expensive every single time than you anticipate to get the business off the ground. And it always takes longer than you anticipated, than you planned, to start generating the revenue and sales that you wanted for the business. And if you don't plan for those obstacles, aka have funding and financing, lines of credit, business credit cards, personal credit cards, money available in case it takes longer, then you're risking everything. Next, you need to assemble your team, right? If you think you're just going to do all the work and you're going to be a solopreneur and you're like, I don't want to have employees, it's going to be too much work. No, my friend. There's a little book called The E-Myth Revisited by Michael Gerber. Wonderful book. And in this book, he talks about this lady who owns this bakery, and she gets her butt up at like 4 in the morning. Every morning she bakes all of her muffins and donuts and stuff and bread, and she works her butt off. She has like 1 or 2 employees, and she never gets ahead. And she meets this guy, and it's Michael Gerber, and he teaches her how to build a business where she works on the business but not always in it. Now, at the beginning, you have to work in the business. You have to learn some of the different roles and key skills, especially the sales skills and the fulfillment skills of your product or service. But once you learn that, you detail out some standard operating procedures, some SOPs, if you will, and you teach and you hire great employees and team members who fit your values and principles, your culture, and together you build a very successful business because you can't do it on your own. Next, you need to understand the marketing and sales. How are you going to bring in customers and clients? Are you going to launch an affiliate program? Are you going to run Facebook ads, Instagram ads, YouTube ads? Are you going to be running billboard ads? Like, what are you going to be doing to generate leads, customers, and clients? And if you don't know how much it's going to cost, you have to figure that out. Because the worst thing you can do is, and this happens to a lot of business owners, you actually spend more than you bring in to bring in new customers. You have to be resourceful and be able to bring in customers for much less. So you have to have a marketing plan, and then you need to have a sales process. What's the systems? Are there automatic texts that go out? Are there automatic emails to go out? How are you communicating each step of the process so that your customer, client, or even a strategic referral partner know how everything is moving forward? And so once you put all this together, now you can actually really launch, grow, and scale that business to 7 figures and hopefully 8 figures and beyond. Tomorrow I'm going to be heading out to Orlando to get our 2 Comma Club X Award, and it's been a journey to get to that point. But I can tell you, following these steps really puts the odds in your favor. I'll add one other section to this. You need to have online credibility. You need to be able to dominate your first page results that are on Google, right? So if I Google your business name and you don't dominate the next 20 listings, and it's going to probably take 12 to 18 months to do that, I get it. You need to have business social media pages for your business. You need to have a Facebook business page, an Instagram business handle. You need to have a LinkedIn business page. You need to probably have a Twitter or TikTok business page, and you for sure need a YouTube business channel for your business. If you don't have these things, if you're not creating content, again, very difficult to create a 7 figures business. Some of our best customers, clients, and strategic partners have met us after they've watched the videos of our content that we put out there, and then they decide they want to work with us. So those are important things. So to kind of unpack all this, you need a proof of concept, you need a business plan, you got to go through the permits and licenses of registering the business, the bank account. You need to have ways to get paid. So you're going to need payment processing, you're going to need funding, you're going to need a team, and you're going to need marketing and sales. And so those are sort of the 7 main things that you're going to do. So that, my friends, is the 7 keys and steps to building a 7 figures business, plus a few other bonus items in between there. And I'm telling you, you follow this roadmap to success, your odds for building a 7-8 figure business are much higher if you didn't know these. And that's why we love serving small business owners. If there's anything we can do to serve you, comment in this video. We'll answer those questions for you, and make sure you're taking action and learning from those who have actually built 7-8 figure businesses so that you can do the same.